Friday, April 24th. I'm Scott Rickenbach from Doc Sports with hockey action for you here on Friday. We're looking at the Vegas-Utah matchup. Golden Knights are at Utah facing the Mammoth. And in this one, the line at the time of this recording, it's about a pick 'em, about -110 either way. Looks like it might be moving toward Vegas, but again, that's the line right now, is a right around a pick 'em with a total mostly 5.5 juice to the over, but there are also a number of books that have this total at 6 juice to the under. Where are we going with this one, side or total, and which way are we playing it? Going to get to that freebie for you in just a moment. Before I do, I want to send a special note here. Appreciate a comment came in on the hockey video, I believe, from Thursday, okay, where I misspoke. And so I appreciate that the commenter was very nice about it, just saying, hey, Colorado won the President's Trophy for the NHL this season, which is true. So I misspoke, of course. This can happen on videos. Carolina was the #1 team in the East this season, but the #1 team in the West, which I've even have talked about before on my videos, is Colorado, and they also had the #1 record of the entire league. So they did win the President's Trophy. It was Colorado, not Carolina. So, but what I wanted to say is I appreciate that it was wasn't like a aggressive, angry comment like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking. We all make mistakes and speak incorrectly at times. But again, Carolina, #1 in the East, Colorado, #1 in the West, and #1 overall in terms of seeding. So, but we're all a community here working together to try and, beat the books and have winning free information. So again, appreciate that, the feedback there, and the fact that it was just a nice comment that was correcting. So very, very nice about that. Let's get to some winning here with Vegas and Utah. And before I get to the freebie, just want to mention the records on these after a split on Thursday. 141 and 114 with these videos, 60 and 43 the last 103, and 17-11 the last 28, 17-11. So pretty solid winning. And one more free thing for you, if you like free picks, and of course that's why you're here, I'm assuming, but my Twitter account, those went 2-0 on Thursday and are now 8-2, 80% my last 10. So if you like free stuff, just check out my Twitter account for more free picks. That is at Rickenbach Wins. There's a link for that below the video. That is at Rickenbach Wins. Okay, Vegas at Utah here. So Vegas lost the last game 3-2, a tight loss. The thing is with Vegas, ever since Tortorella took over, that really shook up this team, and in a good way, a positive way. And this is just the second loss since he took over. They had been really hot. Utah actually had lost 3 of their last 4 to end the regular season, and then, of course, lost game 1 of this series. So they had dropped 4 or 5 games before sneaking out the 3-2 win at Vegas. Now, give Utah credit for that. They deserve credit, and they're a solid hockey club. But I really believe that the way Torts has this Vegas team playing, they haven't lost back. Now again, they've only had about 10 games or something since he took over. He hasn't been there for a long time, but he's got this team playing really well, playing really confident. They haven't lost back-to-back games since he took over. They only had one other loss prior to this loss to Utah in game 2 of the series. I like the fact here, in terms of a value standpoint, that we have the team that really most do perceive and correctly perceive that, Vegas is the better team overall. That's why they have home ice for this series too. So you have the better team, but they're on the road. And you have that better team coming off a loss, but they're on the road. So you get some line value. You get a lower line. Like I said, this line at the time of this recording is right around a pick 'em. So I like the value here with Vegas coming off a loss in a bounce back spot. Yes, Utah is going to be fired up for this home playoff game. It will be a tremendous atmosphere for the Mammoth. But again, they had lost 4 of their last 5 games before getting that tight win in game 2. And I see Vegas responding here. So we're going to go with Vegas on the money line. Again, it's right around a pick 'em price. That's the free pick here for Friday, the Vegas Golden Knights. I do have an additional free pick going with my videos here on Friday. And also, there are tons of videos from all the fine cappers here at Doc Sports. And the way you make sure you don't miss any of these and get my other free pick as well for today is subscribe to the Doc Sports YouTube channel, and also consider turning on notifications. You will get notified as we post this free content for you on a daily basis. I'm Scott Rickenbach with Doc Sports, wishing you the best of luck here today on Friday and always. Let's get a big winner here, guys, with Vegas in the NHL. And thanks again for checking in, and appreciate all you guys following along. Let's get a big day here and win a bunch and hit these free picks too. Scott Rickenbach, best of luck.